make a statement, Coach?
Well, it's a shame someone had to lose that game. Both teams left absolutely every ounce of energy and effort that they had in their bodies out there on the court. So many things for us to be pleased about. First and foremost, we're trying to be a good defensive team so we can win games when we don't click offensively. We didn't click offensively today, and we still won. To hold Penn at 33% from the field is going to be quite an accomplishment when you look back on this season. I don't think many people are going to do that. So last year, Bordeaux had 35 against us. Tonight, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he didn't have a field goal in the second Salle period. That's astounding. BJ's 14 rebounds, Salle's 11 rebounds, Tony 9 rebounds and 3 blocks. BJ fouled out and Tony fouled out, and guys stepping up late in the game makes it that much better. The group we had in was so good defensively. I normally like to play Isaiah and Giannini more, but that group was so stellar defensively, I was scared to change anything. They were just getting stop after stop after stop. And so, a group is playing that good, you kind of don't want to deviate from it. And so all our guys contributed. Those 5 guys who played the bulk of the minutes were left in because their defense was just at a very, very high level, and that's the biggest reason we won the game.
Questions for Amar and BJ?
I should say, Amar, BJ fouls out of the game, not even 4 minutes left in the second overtime. You get 8 foul shot, like 8 of the last 10 LaSalle points. Do you really feel like you needed to be the guy that needed to accept the responsibility in that, I guess, in that series?
I didn't feel like it was a 10-minute place for my team down the stretch.
Amar, what were the keys in your mind covering badly? What were you thinking about? What were you working on?
Like Coach said, we stress how good a three-point shooting team they are and how they like to get three-point shots up. So with Bentley, I just tried to be there every time he caught the ball and try to not let him get to his right hand. And that's pretty much what I tried to do, to stay attached to him the entire game.
You're willing to say you did that? You're willing to say you did that?
What?
What you tried to do?
Yeah. I think I executed pretty well on defense, tried to keep him limited to how many three-point shots he got up, and I think I did an okay job tonight.
Amar, this is the second strong defensive performance for you guys in a row. What do you think you guys are doing right on that end of the floor overall?
I gotta be honest, it's definitely Coach G. Since the offseason, he's been stressing how we have to be one of the best defensive teams in the A-10 if we're going to be good. Last year, we were last place. So this year, we want to continuously hold teams in the 30s, and that's how we get our wins.
You know, what did it do for you guys, confidence-wise, defensively, to do what you did in the opener and
yeah, that helped us out a little bit because we know Shippensburg will be a good team. I mean, they were ranked 8th in the country, so by having them 30%, that we felt like we could do that to a lot of teams.
Yeah, we've held everyone with Seton Hall in the 30s between our scrimmages, exhibition games, and the first 2 regular season games, and I'm really pleased with that.
Either player, when you play a Big 5 game, you pretty much know it's not going to be an artistic impression. You know, it's not going to be a pretty game. Do you prepare yourself to slog through and play defense and fight and do all the things you have to do in games like this?
BJ, you want to take that?
Big 5 is a great tradition, so every time we go into a Big 5 game, we know they're going to give us their best shot. It's personal in the sense everybody wants to win. The team that wins the Big 5 always goes to the tournament, so there's definitely a goal for every Big 5 team to win the Big 5 championship. So every time we go into a game against one of those teams, we know it's going to be a dogfight. We just got to stay strong defensively and stick to our principles, and we think we should be fine.
Amar, of course, I got a chance to see you down here as a member of the LaSalle High School team. Do you feel like a game like playing here in the Palestra, and you played 4 years here in high school, 4 years in college, I guess with an extra semester, do you feel like this just doesn't get old for you? It just seems like it just gets better and better for you every time you step on this floor?
Yeah, it's a special arena, and I think this is the last time I'll be able to play in here competitively, so this was a good one for us.
Was this, I guess, a good way to set kind of a high note for you since you already graduated?
Yes, sir.
How does it feel to win a game like this on the road in double overtime for both of you guys?
Again, it's just confidence booster for us. Offensively, we had our struggles today, but last year we wouldn't have won this game. We probably lost by a lot, just because of our defensive effort and intensity. But this year we came in a different mindset. So every game we're not going to put up 80 points. So as long as we keep our mindset, focusing on defense, and hold teams into the 30s, we should be pretty successful this year.
Yeah, I agree that our defense is our main focus, honestly, this year. So, like you said, sometimes our offense won't click, but we can win games if we hold people in the 30s, even if we don't score that many points.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Good job. Very impressive.
Because I still think I want to.
Hey, John, what were your thoughts about the way Amar played the second overtime?
It was inspirational to watch. I mean, that's, as a coach, to see one of your guys play with that kind of effort and make those plays on both ends brings tremendous pride. I just couldn't be more proud of him, and I always have been. It's just so great to see him as he gets older assert his will on the game the way he's doing it this year.
Even when you talked about defensive struggles in the past, it wasn't necessarily him. I mean, he's...
Yeah, no. He probably would be the one exception.
Was it easy and obvious call that, okay, you got to worry about be shooting, that he's going to get that time?
Yeah, Isaiah and Saul will usually, positionally you can't always do it, but Isaiah and Saul will usually guard the best players on the other team.
Yeah.
John, 21 to 26 at the free throw line. Times last year, maybe the free throws weren't going into some of these games. Did tonight. Is it just really mentality more than anything else? Or
Well, we actually, I think we led the A-10 in free throw shooting last year. We have veteran guys who keep their poise and made huge free throws. But again, they're veteran guys who have made shots before. But it's not easy. You have people who say, well, how come you can't make free throws? I can make free throws. Make free throws in the classroom in front of a few thousand people and TV with the score tied after you've played 40 plus minutes and you could barely stand on your legs. Then let's see how you make free throws. So the fact that they did it shows, they're veteran employees and another reason to be proud of them.
Coach, I understand all the elements of this game. Do you really treat this like a road game? I know it's not a home game, but isn't there something...
We don't talk about road or home. We just think we have to play well no matter where the game is.
Okay.
How can you build off this performance?
We'll get a good day of recovery tomorrow and then have a good practice. That's, all those coaching cliches are actually true.
Common thread.
BJ kind of struggled in the first half. Did you say anything to him at halftime and how do you think he bounced back in the second half?
I thought he got off to a slow start at the beginning of the second half. He just gave phenomenal effort. Those offensive rebounds and plays that he scored on were just heart and will. They weren't wide open threes. It wasn't knocking down a jump shot. It was maximum effort, crashing for an offensive board or a hard drive or a hard post up. He got nothing easy, but he was up to the challenge. And of course, he was a part of that stellar defensive group out there too.
The turnovers went away in the overtime periods. Was there a common thread, the turnovers earlier?
You know what? Yeah, I think I have a play sheet that's pretty long. And when we tried to go to it, we were not comfortable. We lost the ball. Penn seemed to defend everything. And then our more continuous things, where we let guys play a little bit more, is when we didn't turn the ball over as much. When we ran more motion and more floor out, we were much more effective than when we actually tried to execute. We didn't execute well, and I'm sure Penn had a lot to do with that. But when we spread the floor and played together, played aggressively and together, we were much better than when we tried to run sets.
John Amar gave you obviously the credit for the defensive improvement. What do you see as the big reason why you guys can
You know, I'm not any different than I was last year, 2 years ago with the last place team, or 4 years ago with the Sweet 16.
So I'm saying, so what is has improved
They
from last
just
year?
really want to win. We just have some older guys who really want to win and have learned from their experiences.
How much better are you guys defensively when Tony can play the way he did and stay out on the court? It looks like
Yeah, it's really big. Yeah, but you know, everyone, like, one of the wonderful things, we really don't have a weak link defensively. Like, everyone's doing a pretty good job, which is why we're getting these results. You know, defensively, all you need is one guy to ease up and give up that open shot or not box out, and the efforts of everyone else falls apart. So, you know, we really are pretty connected defensively, which is wonderful.
Can you discuss the way how your team responded after Penn rallied back to take the lead late in the second half?
It's really impressive. You never know how you're going to respond in those situations, but the proof is in the pudding, as they say. Our guys just showed great character and resiliency, and I know I was inspired by coaching them.
Anything else?
Thanks.
Thanks.